Morning. Morning. Hello, hello. Testing. There you go. Thank you for that introduction. It's going to make me sound really good on paper. A brief moment of recognition. Friends and family for all of their unwavering support. My friend, boss, and the CEO of Truckee Tahoe Lumber, Andrew Cross, who is and was from the beginning my reason for starting and continuing my educational journey. Kurt Heisinger, who is and always will be the best darn teacher of my life. His ability to teach, and I mean really teach, and inspire is truly profound. He set the path to my future in motion. I'm sure he did that for many of you. There are also countless other teachers, members of staff, and students that not only made my success possible, but memorably enjoyable. I cannot tell you the love and the pride that I have for this school. I admit, quite shamefully, that I was not always an exemplary student. Back in high school, if I wasn't trying to stay eligible for varsity soccer, I wasn't much of a student at all. If I showed up, I did the bare minimum, I cheated, and I failed. And everyone always told me, you know, Kristine, you're just cheating yourself. To which I just rolled my eyes, convinced none of it mattered. And it didn't, for a while. Until one day, much later, I was looking at myself in the mirror doing some self-reflection, quite literally. And I wondered what had ever happened to my potential. I realized that I wanted more. Not just in life, but in myself. And it's so sad to me now that back then, I really believed that I wasn't good enough to be great. That I wasn't smart enough to be smart, or big enough to dream big. I can't tell you the regret that I had for my lackadaisical attitude towards education back then. I realized, rather quickly, that I had in fact cheated myself. I realized I could have done amazing things had I just gone about it differently. That if I could have been the student then that I wanted to be now, if I would have just wanted it then, I could have been wildly successful. And I wanted to blame someone. I thought maybe if I had surrounded myself with different people, or if my parents would have pushed me harder, that I would be looking at a different girl in the mirror. But we have to be accountable for our actions and the decisions that we make. It was my fault, my ship had sailed. I was a single mom, very nearly 30, and scared to death to start a journey with which I would have been done by now. And now with a full-time job and a child would take me a minimum of 4 to 5 years just to get halfway through. I was looking at a 10-year road, and it was daunting. But I figured 10 years is going to go by regardless. I might as well have a degree at the end of it. So with a 30-second impulse of inspiration and courage, I logged on to Sierra College, and I signed up for my first class. Who would have thought I'd be good at the school stuff? I never would have known. What a shame that would have been. I have learned so much. I mean, obviously that's what we're doing here, that's the point. But I mean, beyond the homework and the exams and the textbooks, I have learned that I am everything I never thought that I could be. And that's incredibly invaluable to me. And that's what I think we should walk away with. Beyond a degree and a transcript of grades, we should walk away having learned much about ourselves, who we are and who we are capable of being. In the end, who do you want that person to be? How do you want to be defined? How do you want to define yourself? Whether this is the end of your college journey or just the middle, I implore you to apply yourself. Be everything you want to be and everything you never thought yourself capable of being. Leave nothing to be desired. Do nothing halfway. I promise you that all the wherewithal and any luck that you may happen upon along the way will not add up to success alone. Success, individual success, is knowing without a doubt that you left nothing on the table. Work, earn everything, be entitled to nothing, be passionate, be tenacious, throw some elbows and climb a ladder to the top, avoid complacency. Nothing can replace good old-fashioned blue-collared American work ethic, and I beg you to prove that's not a dying thing. As a student or a member of the workforce, work hard, own it, work it like you're lucky to do it, be great at it. I don't care if you're making sandwiches. Make the best sandwich and look like you love to make it. Do that and you will love what you do and you will succeed at it because it is, after all about attitude. As Dr. Bateman mentioned, I have run marathons. Not well. But I have finished them. And my motto for running, for everything else in my life, I even have a shirt that says it, is just keep going. And that's my message to you. It's about tenacity. That the start line to anything can be a very scary place. The finish line a long way off. It can be very daunting, but I urge you to start it and to just keep going. No matter what it is, never give up. No matter how hard it gets, or as bad as you desperately want to stop, or as defeated as you undoubtedly will feel from time to time, just keep going. And remember to enjoy the process of growing. Enjoy failing. It's okay to fall, but fall forward. I used to believe that life was a wonderful and worthy endeavor, only held together by all of our selfless adhesions to responsibility. That the pursuit of happiness was allowed only by foregoing much of what makes us happy. And the road to having it all was cluttered with everything that we must give up along the way. But this journey has taught me not to be so cynical. That responsibility and happiness can in fact coincide as long as they are accompanied with pride. And it has taught me that a ship never sails without you. That you are in fact the captain of your ship, so sail it to the moon. And lastly, if I could give you just one piece of advice, not as your speaker, totally unrelated, just from someone who may or may not be older than you, it would be this. Avoid lying. Lying never pans out. Honesty will bail you out of anything, because it's the truth. And truth is the one thing in this world that you cannot argue with. So don't be so scared of it. Thank you.